Sports and first-round coverage of the Boston to Massachusetts on a magnificent fall day. TPC Boston, the site for the action. And Frank, what can you tell us about this golf course?
It was built in 2002, Rich. Had some changes over the years with Gil Hands and Brad Faxon, but it's certainly been a staple on the PGA Tour. It was first played a tournament there back in 2003. Adam Scott got his first win on the PGA Tour, and since 2007 has been a part of the FedEx playoffs.
It's a part of 72. See if you can break the course record today. It's only 61, held by B.J. Singh and Mike Weir.
Yeah, just a 61. Big golf course. And with that 18th hole, well, we'll see if you can get 11 under on the 18th tee. That'll be a little bit of a difference.
Really exciting finishing hole here at TPC Boston. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good swing, good shot yet again. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Settles in over the putt. Player knows they're on the move with that birdie. Quick glance at the leaderboard. They can see, Frank, they're not out of it.
Things are very volatile right now.
Frank, they renovated the par 5 second back in 2010. What'd they do to the hole, and how does it play now?
Well, they changed the green, especially the left side. There's a huge mound there now. It's still a driver off the tee, but before you could bail out on the left side, you can't bail out anymore. It's a devilish of a chip over that mound.
Those chocolate drop mounds give the course a really nice look.
Yeah, they just pop. And you can see them, and you know that they're problematic.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him. Really. This is that awkward length.
Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
No, sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Has it for another birdie. 2 holes, 2 birdies. Frank, you've talked about this sort of New England feel they gave this golf course when they remodeled it. This is a pretty good example here at the 3rd hole.
Yeah, that stone wall behind just sort of makes the golf course look like it's been there forever. They have tweaked the green a little bit on that left side, created a little bit of a ridge. You can sort of play the ball off that if you know where you're going.
Good, clean contact and a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. This is a 19-foot putt. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
And he's putting for par now.
And that par certainly won't hurt the cause.
There's still some time. Back over now to the fourth. Frank, this is a very nice start to the round. Couple of birdies on the scorecard, looks extremely solid.
Yeah, it looks well poised actually to have a very good round today.
Second shot, good look at the green. That should be pretty good right there, on the safe side. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Frank, this is a good position to be in for a player. Making birdies, making some moves.
We're starting to get the momentum, too, for the finish.
Frank, now a beefed-up par 4. This is the fifth, 466 yards long.
Prettiest hole on the golf course. A nice, gentle dogleg left. There's a bunker down the left side about 300 yards. And then there's a run out at 350. He's gone for a little extra. Ooh, that is long.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Frankie's making a statement right now.
And I tell you, I'm one of the listeners right now.
Ready now at the sixth. It is a tricky 465-yard par 4.
Yeah, hit it through the chute. Water comes into play a little bit down the left if you're a long hitter.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah. Rich, there's great drivers of the ball. We've seen Norman, Nicholas over the years, but that there is just excellent. Lovely full turn, plenty of power, and just piped it.
Made it look easy right there, and he's such a good-looking player. When he's dialed in, swinging the way he is right now, just a pleasure to watch. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie. This from 7 feet. Frank, I thought that was in. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Putt for par. He needs one. So, hanging in down the stretch with a par. Frank, you just love the variety of holes here at TPC Boston. Now we get to the 7th. It's a 600-yard par 5.
It looks straight away, but the problem is if you don't hit a good tee shot, then you really have to be aware of that cross bunker. That is one place you don't want to go with your second shot.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
That ball's run out certainly over 300 yards, Frank. Call it about 310. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up? It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Frank, here at the 7th, there's a choice to be made.
Yeah, you can see the distinct reward for a good iron shot. If you get that ball on that right tier, then it's certainly a relatively flat birdie chance up ahead. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
That's another green hit in regulation, and that has been the story all day, just wearing out the center of that club face. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. I'll tell you, he's setting himself up for a good weekend. A former college #1 makes another birdie. Now to the par 3 8th, and Frank, what's the best way to go here?
Hit your best, and then you're looking at making 2.
No problems there. A really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie.
It's at sneaky distance.
Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
Did the job right there. Real golfers, by the way, do not eat tuna sandwiches at the turn. They eat a hot dog, right?
Well, yeah, but if you make a mess of 9, then you're making hamburgers.
I mean, that is one of the hardest drives I've ever seen. Just let it rip.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, golf so often is a game of avoiding something. What do you want to stay away from here at the 9th?
You have to avoid that little pot bunker just short of this green. If the pin's at the back, it's fine. You can fly the ball into the middle of the green. But if the pin's on the front, just make sure you carry that little bunker.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Safely aboard. And the computer dials this one up at 26 feet. That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. It's such a beautiful time of year to play the game. The leaves are turning here in New England. It's a cool, crisp afternoon at the TPC Boston. And now we've made the turn. Frank headed to the back nine.
A nice par 4 to start. No fairway bunkers to worry about. Hazard left and right. And a green that shapes about 45 degrees to the left.
Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got away a little bit on that tee ball. 135 yards of golf to be played here on this hole. Vijay Singh, Charlie Hoffman, and Big Henrik Stenson, they all have one thing in common. They all tied for the low tournament score at TPC Boston, 22 under.
And they're all good. Yeah, this is a golf course that obviously gives in to the longer hitters. And if there's just a little bit of sting taken out of the greens, then these long hitters have a huge advantage.
How about that shot? From that lie to get it that close, tremendous effort. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Frank, like all TPC golf courses, TPC Boston has the fan in mind. So you see those mounds throughout the golf course that gives people a chance to just sit, relax, and watch some golf. And there's a nice shady spot on the hill behind the 11th.
Yeah, that's just before the 12th tee, and you really do get a look at the tee shots coming in 11, as well as the little undulations and contours on that massive green. Well, it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back? Second shot.
And he's made it onto the green now. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Has it for par, stays at -5. Frank, the 12th looks to be a pretty straightforward par 4.
Just bends to the left. There's a big sort of crop of mounds on that right side. If you can just go a little left of those, you get a nice kick forward.
Good contact, good result. And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Seems to like it. So it's headed for the green. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round. Racking him and stacking him right now. 6 under par for the tournament. Frank, par 4 13th. Just swing away with that big stick with the driver?
Big advantage if you've got another 10 or 15 yards left in the bag here. If you can carry that left side, you certainly shorten this hole up.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
It's no snack, though.
Wow, I thought he made that. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Putt for par. He needs one. Par here's fine, isn't it, Frank? Back here at the par 4 14th, ready to tee off. This is a big dog leg to the left. 495-yard hole, Frank.
Yeah, don't try and hug that left side too much. There's a bunch of little mounds, and the chances of getting a good lie there, next to none.
And that one rolls just into the rough.
Now you have to decide whether or not that ball's going to fly or not.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Now to 7 under par. Now at the par 4 15th, what do you think of this hole, Frank?
Oh, I love the strategy involved here. It's not just necessarily a driver off the tee. Smart play often comes on top here because it's a second shot hole.
Tugged that one a little bit offline to the left. And he'll pay a bit of a price because that rough is fairly thick.
Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
He'll need to be strong with this. Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Frank, here at the 16th, you really see this sort of New England character, don't you?
Yeah, that stone wall now protects that sort of two-tiered green, and it sort of showcases the golf course. It just fits in beautifully with what Hans and Faxon have done to the golf course.
Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card. Frank, the 17th here at TPC Boston underwent quite a radical change.
Yeah, that renovation and that redesign that they did, it changed the character of the hole, but they still kept that big mound in the middle of the green. So that second shot is still punishing if you misjudge it.
And players nursing a lead, they might want to think about playing it safe down the right side, but if you're trying to make up some ground, you could try to fly the church pews that divide the fairway into two sections, and that would give you a nice short wedge in.
Yeah, give you a short wedge in, but really the risk, is it worth it?
And this is looking really good. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Really starting to shine, moves to 10 under for the tournament. Frank, the 18th here at TPC Boston, this is one of the most...
It was changed a couple of years ago, and it's such a better hole now. Two little bunkers right in front of you, 270 yards. But if you want to like a litmus test, that one on the right, Bubba Watson can carry that.
Well, it is nice to have that one in your bag, to be able to hit it that long.
Yeah, that has to be at least 315 yards.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it.
Yeah, that was a little over-ambitious.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Safely aboard. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Well, the great hits just keep coming. Moves to -11 on the day. Frank, you surprised to see that name on top of the leaderboard?
I am surprised to see the name, but not that style of golf leading. It was great performance, especially tee to green. You don't often see people start that quickly.